What's up guys, my name's Tom and welcome back to the FPL Centre. Time for the Matchday 5 team update video, a quick look at how my team did in Matchday 4, and then I'm going to talk you through the transfers I made earlier today and how I'm lining up for this week's set of fixtures. There are a lot of injuries this week as well, so make sure you get over to Twitter and follow me there as well. That's at FPL Centre on Twitter, because every week I post up a full injury status update thread, which I know a lot of people on there find useful for this game. If you want to see more content on the Champions League fantasy game in future on YouTube, make sure to give this video a like and get yourself subscribed if you're not already, and hit that notification bell as well so you know when the latest video drops. But yeah, let's get straight into it. So this was my team for Matchday 4 guys, and it's not a pretty sight as I scored just 44 points, dropping down to 5,730 in the overall ranks as a result. I think that's a drop of around 2.5k there, because I believe I was near the top 2k before this. As you can see, not many points coming from the team there at all. Mahrez did well for me in midfield, and both Dzeko and Ronaldo got me points from the striker position. But that's it, no other goals, assists or clean sheets coming in from anyone else, so very disappointing, and I have a few tough decisions to make heading into Matchday 5 due to some injuries as well. Now that's because, of course, Benjamin Mendy and Rakitic are currently injured. Mendy's definitely not going to play, and Rakitic, I believe he's not expected to play. So my two free transfers are probably going to have to be spent there. And then I'm also not sure that I want a Liverpool triple up heading into the game against PSG away in Paris. So I'm definitely eyeing up an additional move there for -4 points. Ideally, of course, I would love to get the likes of Messi in now that he's back, but I think that I'm just going to have to kind of fix up my team as best I can in Matchday 5, so that in Matchday 6 I'll still have that limitless wildcard ready to play, and hopefully get a huge score at the end of the group stages in Matchday 6. Now let's have a quick look at the transfers that I have made and some of the thinking behind them. So here we are guys, and as you can see I have gone for 3 transfers in total for a -4 point hit. Benjamin Mendy has been replaced by Lucas Piszczek in the Dortmund defence as they face Club Brugge at home. Piszczek has been in great form for Dortmund domestically of late, even grabbing a goal in the last Bundesliga game against Mainz, so very happy to have him in the team with Dortmund keeping 3 clean sheets through the first 4 Champions League games that they've played so far. Joining him as a replacement for Rakitic in midfield is another Dortmund player in Jadon Sancho, who again has performed very well through the group stages so far, and I'm hoping he's going to be able to capitalise on the good form and the good home fixture Dortmund have against Bruges. That Rakitic to Sancho move freed up a little bit of extra money there for me as well, and so my third free transfer is also in midfield as we see an upgrade from Liverpool's James Milner to Nikola Vlasic of CSKA Moscow. Now the Russian side have a nice home game against Plzeň, who are arguably one of the weakest teams in the competition this season, and Vlasic has already shown some promise by returning 10 points when these two sides met back in Matchday 1. My captaincy, as you can see, is currently set on Cristiano Ronaldo for his home game against Valencia. The idea there is that that's the side he got sent off against in Matchday 1, and so potentially he's going to have a little bit of a extra fire to kind of prove what he can do there in the return game against them. I don't really see my captain changing for the Tuesday games since Ronaldo is the standout option, I think, but I do have the option there to switch to the likes of Salah in the Wednesday games if Ronaldo blanks. So there we go guys, if you liked the video and you want to see more Fantasy Champions League content, make sure to give this video a thumbs up and get yourself subscribed if you're not already. Also make sure to hit that notification bell. You can follow me on Twitter at FPL Centre for regular updates on my fantasy teams in both FPL and Fantasy Champions League. Make sure you also follow FPL Matador. He's a veteran of the Fantasy Champions League game with regular finishes in the top 1000. He regularly tweets valuable information such as predicted team lineups and is more than willing to answer any questions you might have on the Fantasy Champions League game. And finally, if you want to read Fantasy Champions League content in the written word, make sure you check out at FPL Forum on Twitter, who is releasing a series of great articles for this season's Fantasy Champions League game. But that's all from me today guys, thanks for watching.